Today I'll be reviewing FitXR and would I really recommend it? FitXR is made by the same people that did Box VR, which I did review in the video I just linked. It is a workout game that allows you to do either box classes or dance classes. It is available through their website. I will link it in the description below, and you can load it right into your Oculus Quest 2, which is the headset that I've been using. I got this game a couple of weeks ago, and I've been playing it a couple of times a week since then. So this is what I think of it and some pros and cons. First of all, it is a fantastic workout. When you enter the startup screen, you get the option of going into a box class or a dance class. You can do the workout of the day or search up classes based on which studio, so box or dance, length and intensity. You can also filter them by instructors. Right out of the gate, the first thing I noticed is that we are missing some really crucial components. This is one of the major criticisms I've had to all the games that I have tried so far, but there's really no designated warm-up and there's no cooldown either. If you jump into the workout of the day, which generally has been a boxing class whenever I've been using the game, and there's absolutely no warm-up. And this is something that's going to make you really prone to different kinds of injuries. What I've been doing is going into the dance program, looking for a mild intensity class, and then starting with that as my warm-up. I would like my warm-up to be 5 to 10 minutes long. There's not a lot of options for that, but the game is still really young, so hopefully they will add something later on. I would also like to add that the mild intensity of the dance classes varies greatly. In the example right here, I mean, jumping jacks and high knees is in mild. So this specific one isn't that bad as a warm-up, but I was actually came across it when I was looking for a cooldown, and jumping jacks is not a cooldown. So yeah, try some different ones out, and if you find one that you can use for a warm-up cooldown that isn't too much for you, I would definitely favor it, so it adds it to your favorite list and you can easily find it later on. Once I finish my 10-15 minutes of dance, I would jump into class of the day for box and go for it. I have to say, this is super fun. You can see at the bottom of the screen is a punch strength, so you really have to like put your whole body into it. There is no like way to just gently reach your arms out and hoping to do well. Like if you're driven by the leaderboard on your right, like I am, you really got to work on your speed, which means punching and bringing your arm back again with just as much force. You really need to put your core into it, move your whole body to get that number up. The faster your punch speed, the more points you're getting, and the faster you level up to another point level, which is that big number right in front of you. So the more points you get to a higher point level where you can get more points, and so on and so on and so on. The highest point level you can get is a 10, and it doesn't matter how long your workout is. Like if you're doing a 3-minute class or a 20-minute class, the way that they have calculated the scores is that it is always possible to hit level 10 within the class. So they've done a really good job at like scaling that out based on the class that you are taking. Also loving the streaks, the little cheering you on if you're hitting 50, 100, 150 punches in a row. And you can actually miss the punch even if you hit it, if you're not hitting it fast or hard enough. So you really have to hit that threshold to be building up your points and building up the class that way. You also have the option of taking out squats when you are doing the box. So if you have any concerns with your knees and you're just not ready for those squats yet, you can just uncheck it. I really like how you are in a class with other people around you. I haven't been able to find out if there are recordings or if they're actually there at the same time. I was trying to wave at someone at one point and like nothing happened. So I'm kind of thinking they're recordings because I always get a class, you know, within like 20 seconds anyways. But definitely chasing that leaderboard is it's super fun. All right, as you can see, I'm super sweaty. I just finished a 15-minute workout. Right now my heart rate's 140, 128 calories burned, and my max heart rate got to 181. So solid workout. Obviously I'm drenched. Let's get back in there and look for a cooldown. After the box class, depending on how I felt, I might jump into another shorter box or jump back into dance to kind of cool off, move my whole body, loosen up the muscles a little bit, and I would look for a little bit medium lower intensity to take it back down. Overall, this gives me an hour of a really good workout. Like I am absolutely drenched in sweat once I finish the programs, and I have a lot of fun doing it. However, I do have some very, 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 very harsh feedback on a few things and also a couple of concerns. So the first concern is something that I already alluded to. There's no warm-up or cooldown. The game literally just tells you start punching things. And when you're getting into those box classes and you're getting really encouraged to like swing and punch like as much as you can, that is an issue to me. It is really easy to get stretch muscles, overextend, and just lose control of your body when you're not properly warm up and set up. The game also do have a quick tutorial for the dance and box classes, but it doesn't really go into the details of how to properly throw a punch, how to protect your knees, how to engage your core, and those kind of things. So I really recommend for anyone who's new to a box type workout to look up those things yourself on YouTube or anywhere else where you go to for your fitness tips, just because you really want to make sure you're not overextending any arms and that you don't get stretches and like injure yourself. That's never a good thing. My next criticism has to do with the dance blocks. I've been a dance fitness instructor for 6 or 7 years. I was hand selected by Zumba Fitness as a choreographer for their program and traveled the world educating Zumba instructors and teaching them how to be more confident in their classes and new choreography. The instructors in this program are atrocious. It's awful. Like, horrendous. I'm sorry. Like, there's really like no nice way of saying it. The way the cueing is set up, it's only audio cueing. There's no visual cueing, like go that way. The cueing is at random times, is not consistent. In one class, one instructor says go to the left and she starts on the right, and then the next one she says go to the left and she starts on her left. There's just no consistency. I think one point you're getting told to step back when it's really a step tuck. There's a lot of improvement to be made on this front. It was very, very frustrating at times, and like it makes me not really enjoy the dance ones at all. Again, there's a really big variety in the dance move. The last criticism on that program too is that even though they use amazing music, I really love all the music in this game, both for box and for dance. The soundtracks are fantastic, but you have to be able to stay on beat. So when you're using world rhythms, especially, you need to be on beat. Like, you really have to make sure that you follow exactly the arm movements of the instructor when you're taking those classes in order to score well. And yeah, when they're not on beat and they're not cueing you, or they're saying go to the left and then they go to the left literally 10 seconds later, not at the point where they're saying they're gonna go, like things like that just drives me insane. That's my big like downfall with this game. The boxing part, as I said, I really love it. It's a great workout, super motivating. I enjoy every part of it. But if I just wanted to do that, then I'm just gonna play the box game that they made because it's better. It has more option. It has longer classes. If I was going to pick from one of those two, definitely the box game. Except the box game does not have a live class with people around you, which is a really cool feature and definitely pushed me further. There is a full community around this game too. Like, you can go to the Facebook page and I'm getting email notifications on my progress, which is really cool. Like, there's a bit of accountability there that maybe the other game didn't have. If you're going in there for the combination of dance and box, just know that the dance part is lacking a lot right now. I did just get a survey from the game to fill out, so I'm really hoping that they're going to continue developing it. There's a lot of possibility there. The last bit of information I wanted to touch on is that I said earlier you can load it into your Quest 2. The game is not currently available through Steam. I will say that since the last time I did a VR fitness review, I have upgraded my headset a little bit. I got the silicone inlay, which is really nice because you get so drenched. So having a towel next to you that you can wipe this down with is really handy. If it's not properly fitted to your head, it's really easy to get fogged up inside. And I did have some problems with that the first time I used it, but I just adjusted my straps a little bit and I haven't had any problems since. I also got like a silicone cover for it, just really super easy, cheap from Amazon. I think both of these parts together was like $30, 35 Canadian. So probably like $2 US. It's just made it a lot more comfortable. I find like the headset sits on my head more stable. It's not bouncing around as much as it used to. Another thing that I have noticed with this, especially with the boxing, is that my controllers, I'm not holding on to them well enough. I don't have like a game strap on my controllers currently. I'm definitely going to be investing in that. What I did instead is I would change my grip and I would hold one finger through. Well, it's the wrong hand. That's why I did this. Yeah. So like a modified claw. If you're going to use a different grip, like a claw, or like me, like a modified claw, I recommend that you go into the settings and adjust your boxing gloves, just because when you look at the hands inside the handset, there's like a small pillow on your knuckles, and that's where you have to punch with. So if you're starting to adjust how you're holding and where those knuckles are, just line that up so that you get, you know, the points that you deserve, right? So that is my review of this game. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I am going to be continue doing some more game reviews. If there's a specific game you want me to look into, put it in the comments below. I will definitely look into it for the future. And if anyone that you know out there like games and are looking for motivation to get into shape, feel free to share this video with them and tell them, hey, you know, VR workout is pretty cool. It's a game. It really truly is. So if you just need that little extra motivation and a setting that you feel safe and have fun in, then I definitely recommend trying out a couple of games and see if that is something for you. Thank you all for watching. I will see you next week.